Now, before us, the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew. We continue the 13th chapter. Jesus put before them another parable. The kingdom of heaven may be compared to someone who sowed good seed in his field. But while everyone was asleep, an enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat, and then went away. So when the plants came up and bore grain, the weeds appeared as well. And the slaves of the householder came to him and said, "Master, did you not sow good seed in your field? Where then did these weeds come from?" The householder answered, "An enemy has done this." The slave said to him, "Then do you want us to go and gather them?" But he replied, "No, for in gathering the weeds you would uproot the wheat along with them. Let both of them grow together until the harvest, and at harvest time I will tell the reapers, 'Collect the weeds first and bind them in bundles to be burned, but gather the wheat into my barn.'" Then Jesus left the crowds and went into the house. And his disciples approached him, saying, "Explain to us the parable of the weeds of the field." Jesus answered, "The one who sows the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world, and the good seed are the children of the kingdom. The weeds are the children of the evil one, and the enemy who sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the age, and the reapers are angels. Just as the weeds are collected and burned up with fire, so it will be at the end of the age. The Son of Man will send his angels, and they will collect out of his kingdom all causes of sin and all evildoers, and they will throw them into the furnace of fire, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Then the righteous will shine like the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Let anyone with ears listen." The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. When I was your age, I was always trying to help my mother and father do things. And it seems to me that I remember I was always making mistakes and trying real hard to learn from my mistakes. And have you ever tried to help when you're not supposed to be helping? Like maybe when your dad's on a ladder and you try and climb up the ladder to bring him something. No, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Well, one of the ways that I liked to help was when my mother and father were pulling weeds. People were out here this morning. They cleaned out all kinds of weeds and all kinds of leaves and stuff, and it all looks very nice and pretty. But I wanted to help when I was your age. I wanted to help so much. I would go over and I would be like my hand on the weed and I was all ready to pull it out, and my mother would say, "No, those are flowers." Do these look like flowers to you? I don't see any flowers here. But you know what? They are flowers. And they send up beautiful blooms, and they do it only for a little while. And the rest of the time, they're right there. They're the right kind of plants. I would have to learn all the different kinds of plants. Just like you wouldn't think these are flowers. Let me show you something. Do you know which kind of grass over here is people's favorite kind of grass? You know, it might look like this is the favorite kind of grass right here. And a lot of people like even this kind of grass right here because it's green and most of the time people don't like this so much because it's a vine that runs around, and here's a grass that, oh, there's some people who can't wait to get that out of their yard. But you know, when we look at the whole hillside, you know, it's nice when it's green. Sometimes it's hard to tell. And sometimes you shouldn't be pulling up the grass unless you're ready to replant something else. Let me show you another one. Isn't this pretty grass? It's really pretty how it is here, but you wouldn't want it in the middle of your lawn, would you? You know, even if you cut it off real short, it would look different from all the other grass and it would grow differently, but it looks great right here. You know, Jesus wasn't really telling us how to take care of our lawns or how to take care of our gardens or how to take care of our fields. He was telling us how to take care of people. Even when there are people who are really different from us and we're not so sure about them, we're supposed to be okay growing, all of us growing together. And it's God's job to do the judging. It's not our job to do the judging, it's God's job. We're all to do our very best. We're all to learn as much as we possibly can, but it's God's job to do the judging. Will you say a prayer with me? Dear God, this is a callback prayer, so you can pray right after me. Dear God, thanks for your love. You're all the time, no matter what, for everybody, everywhere, love. Take care of us all so that we can learn how to be the best people you need us to be, and how we can help everyone get along. And all of God's children said, Amen. I really like the way you pray. Thanks for praying with me. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.